There's a quiet reality about children who grow up feeling unseen, not necessarily hurt, not yelled at, just overlooked. They often turn into adults who walk through the world carrying a belief they never chose. My presence doesn't matter. These adults enter rooms softly, as if they are guests in their own life. They apologize before speaking. They second-guess every emotional need. They succeed, but feel no spark of joy because they're already bracing for the moment someone else gets the credit. It's not that they lack talent or strength. It's that their sense of self was formed in a space where nobody reflected them back. In psychology, this pattern is sometimes described as internalized invisibility. It happens slowly, quietly. A child reaches out and nothing comes back. Not anger, just nothing. And after enough repetitions, the brain learns a dangerous lesson. My needs are optional. Think of a child tugging on a parent's sleeve, not crying, not demanding, just hoping for a glance. Think of the student who raises their hand halfway, then lowers it because the teacher is too busy. Think of the kid who draws something with pride, only to place it on the fridge themselves, because no one looked up. None of these moments look dramatic, but inside a child, they feel like small cracks in the foundation of identity. Neglect doesn't always show up as cruelty. More often, it shows up as absence. A distracted parent, a rushed home, no time for stories, questions, or emotions. Children are told they are resilient, but resilience is not the same as being met or mirrored or nurtured. A child can adapt to silence by shrinking themselves, but shrinking is not healing. Developmental research shows children need 3 emotional pillars: safety, engagement, connection. Connection, the feeling of being noticed and emotionally held, directly shapes identity. When a caregiver consistently responds, the child learns, I matter, my presence is real. When responses are inconsistent or absent, the child learns something else. I shouldn't take up space. This belief doesn't fade with age. It follows them. Adults who grew up without emotional recognition often struggle with low self-worth, fear of rejection, difficulty expressing needs, overachieving or people-pleasing, or the opposite, giving up before they even try. Imagine showing your parent a drawing at age 8 and they don't look up. Imagine that happening 50 times. A child stops offering pieces of their heart when every offering is met with silence. Later, the adult version of that child may dismiss their own accomplishments, saying, it's nothing, because that's how their joy was treated. Even surrounded by people, they may feel strangely alone because loneliness rooted in childhood is not solved by company. It's solved by being seen. Many parents who ignore emotional needs aren't cruel. They're overwhelmed, exhausted, distracted by survival, or repeating the patterns they grew up with. But intention doesn't equal impact. A child feels the absence, even if the parent didn't mean to create it. This is why understanding emotional neglect matters. Generations repeat what they aren't aware of. Some ignored children become extremely independent. Others become caretakers, the friend who listens to everyone but speaks about nothing. Some become overachievers. Some become invisible. And buried beneath these adaptations is exhaustion. The independent one struggles to trust. The people pleaser never knows how to say no. The achiever can't rest without guilt. The withdrawn one believes their voice is too heavy for anyone to hold. Yet, hidden in these adaptations is something beautiful. Many of them grow up into deeply empathetic adults, people who feel others' emotions with remarkable clarity, people who notice the small things no one else sees. That sensitivity is a gift born from a wound. Healing the invisible wound. Healing doesn't begin with confidence. It begins with acknowledging the wound existed. It begins with small acts, allowing yourself to celebrate something you achieved, naming your feelings instead of swallowing them, asking a friend, "Do you have a minute? I need to talk." Reminding yourself that your needs aren't burdens. Letting yourself be seen, even in small ways. These are not small steps. They are rebellions. Every moment of connection rewires the nervous system. Every safe conversation tells the brain, you are not living in the past anymore. The brain can change. The story can change. Parents who grew up ignored often unknowingly repeat the pattern. But when an adult begins to heal, they don't just heal themselves. They heal the generations before them and the ones after. Every time someone who grew up unseen tells a child, "I'm listening," a chain breaks. Every time they say, "Your feelings matter," a new pattern begins. If you were that child, the one waiting to be noticed, the one who learned to make themselves smaller, the one who wondered if their existence took up too much space, listen this carefully. Your emotions were real. Your presence mattered. Your pain was valid. And it still is. What happened to you shaped you, but it does not define your future. The story of the ignored child is not just a story of wounds. It is a story of extraordinary resilience, deep empathy, and an unbreakable desire for connection. You were not invisible. You were simply unheard. And now you get to write the chapter where your voice returns. If this video helped you even a little, leave a comment below and share it with someone who might need it too. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.